you for being here. It is a Tuesday. What time is it? It's just gone 11 o'clock. I've just blow dried my hair this morning. I did a boxing session. Whenever I blow dry my hair, I kind of clip it up to help the curls enhance. So I'm just letting it dry a little bit, cool down. So yeah, I've done my boxing session this morning, and this week looks a little bit different for me because my parents are away on holiday, which means I'm house and dog sitting. They have got two dogs, two little French bulldogs, which are basically my little sisters. I feel like even if your parents have dogs, they are kind of your dogs. They're not my dogs, but they really are my dogs. So it's a lot of fun, but being a dog mum and looking after a home is a lot. The apartment I live in is smaller than the downstairs of this house. The apartment I live in is really quite small. So I feel like I'm looking after the house as well as the dogs, which I am. So on this vlog, I thought you could just follow along with me for a couple of days and see what I get up to. It's just going to be a lot of errands, walking the dogs, and then getting in the studio when I can. I've been doing a lot of admin with my ceramics lately, like reaching out to wedding agencies and events agencies about products that I offer for that. So it's just been a bit of like an admin-y week so far. What I want to do today is I need to go and do a food shop. I need dinner for tonight. Now, my mum and dad have chickens, so that's another thing to keep alive whilst they're away. But there are so many eggs. I'm drowning in eggs. So dinner tonight is going to be a frittata, which makes shopping really easy, actually. So my frittata will do me for tonight and tomorrow. And then I will probably get another dinner for Thursday. I kind of normally shop Monday through Thursday thinking that there's a chance I'm going to go out on Friday for something to eat. That's definitely something about living here, is you go out to eat a lot more, which in turn is more expensive. But I'll do Monday through Thursday, and then I can decide what I'm going to do on Friday. So I need to just decide what that Thursday dinner is going to be. I have a lot of cookbooks at my apartment, and I didn't bring them with me, obviously. That would be quite a lot. So I'm just going to have a look through some of these that my mum has got. I really love this girl, this nutritionist. So I might try and find a recipe here. So I need to go food shopping. Next to the food shop is a shop called Muya, which is a German shop, but it has literally everything. It's kind of like going into if Boots and WH Smith merged. That's what it's like. And I need a face wash. So they're right next door to each other. So I'll go to a Roski and do my shopping. Then I'll go to Muya and get my face wash. Then I'll come home. Then I'll do what I can in the studio. Then I'll take the dogs out, which means we're out for about an hour. Then I'll get back. I'll have my dinner at about 6, feed the dogs, and then I can relax. So let's do that. Let's spend the Tuesday together, and let's just see what I get up to this week and what makes it into this vlog. This is only my second vlog. I don't really know what's going to happen, but just come along with me, live life with me. We do beach walks, we do errands, we try and film content and also make ceramics. Let's see. The weather's like gone a little bit weird. It is so windy here today. I can hear the wind whistling outside. So maybe it's a light jacket, scarf situ. I mean, I'm only going to the shops, but I don't like to be cold. Let's go shopping. I've just parked up at the supermarket. I'm really nervous. If you didn't see my last vlog, it'll explain this camera angle. A policeman come up to me and like told me off for being on my phone, even though my car wasn't running. So now I'm a bit nervous. Anyway, also to add to that situation, I think I may have just got a speeding ticket. Like there was like a new camera that just all of a sudden was like there, and I thought, oh, I don't know if I've done the speed limit there. But hopefully I'm okay. Hopefully I'm all right. My car is absolutely rotten. You can't really tell through looking at the sunroof. You wouldn't really, because it's just dust. And it made me think, hold on, let me see if I can get a better angle here. This is maybe a bit nicer. It made me think that there are like some really weird nature things that happen here. One of them is red rain, right? Which is where apparently the clouds suck up the sand from the Sahara Desert. Stay with me here because it does sound ridiculous. And then when it rains, it turns everything red. Like every car is red from like red watermarks. The floor is red. It sounds really quite mad, but apparently that's the thing. But my car right now is absolutely covered in pollen. And there's just pollen everywhere. I think it comes from the pine trees here. But everything is yellow. Like, if you touch it, it is so bright yellow. Like, you don't want to get it on your clothes. I'm not drying the washing outside at the minute because it's just everywhere. I think I'm going to have to, well, I need to get my car washed, but I think I may even have to get the terrace of my mum and dad's place hosed down because it is so yellow. Anyway, I'm at the supermarket. Let's go shop. Sorry for this weird angle. I'm just tripping a little bit. I feel like I'm developing an unhealthy obsession with Weetabix. I had a craving a couple months ago and I've just not stopped eating them. I think bananas are on offer. I go through so many bananas and these are my favourite ones. They have this really great like table fridge just here, which has like all of the fruits that are like in season at the minute, which everything I pick from there is always so delicious. This girl literally whipping her phone out like this at the supermarket. I can't bring myself to do it. I'm only doing it in quiet aisles. That YouTube life, honey. Hola, ¿qué tal? There's also a spot face wash I normally get from Kiehl's, but they don't have it, and I find it really quite hard to find. But failing that, I get a Neutrogena one. Here we go. The funny thing about coming to Muya is that I also learned German. Like, anti-pickle means acne. Oh my god, they do Korean skincare in here. I had no idea they did Korean skincare in here. Oh my god, they got Medicube. Oh my god, they've got my eye serum. Guys. Okay, literally, I was about to order this on Amazon. They've only bloody got it. That is mental. What else can I buy in here? They've got Medicube, Beauty of Hosan, which I just picked up. This, I use this a lot. My mum uses all of this, CosRX. This is supposed to be really great. Never used it though. Honestly, rejoice. Rejoice because I need a basket. Rejoice because otherwise I have to buy my skincare from so many different websites and it gets like a bit of a pain. This is turning into a full beauty haul. I'll have to show you everything I got when I get back home so I can show you properly. Life-changing, be dramatic, yes. However, I can't believe there is Korean skincare down the road. That is like unheard of. There are a few Korean like wholesalers based in Spain online, but I really procrastinate when it comes to online ordering. I just don't like doing it. I much prefer shopping in person. So when I saw these, had to get them. So this is my acne face wash. I didn't have the Kiehl's one. I normally have this Kiehl's one, which is like a pore one, and then there's like an acne one that I use, but that's fine. My skin's been really flaring up lately. Randomly on my jawline. I've got like 3 under the skin spots on my jawline right now. So I really need to keep up with doing a acne face wash. Then I was low on my eye cream. This is my go-to eye cream. I never know how to say it. Beauty of Hosan. I don't know how to say it. A Korean brand. I just love it when it's all full up. What I sometimes do is when I go to London, I'll go into all of the skincare stores, bulk buy quite a bit so it sorts my skincare out. I'm now coming to that point, and obviously I'm not going to the UK anytime soon. Also, I'm running out of an acne cream that I use. It's by a brand called Murad. I find it hard to find anywhere, even on like Look Fantastic and Cult Beauty. I can't find it, it's sold out. So I have used La Roche-Posay before. I looked at this, I Google translated it from German. It looks good. It looks like it's for blemishes and for acne scarring. So I'll give this one a go. And then I got this is actually quite a game changer. So I think I've only spoken about this on my Instagram, but basically I don't get my nails done where I do ceramics. I can't have long nails to be on the pottery wheel. So over Christmas time, where I was taking a break, I thought, you know what? I'm going to treat myself and get some Biab, whatever you call it. I thought apparently it's supposed to be really good for you, nice and healthy, so I'll treat myself and get that. When I went to get them taken off, first of all, she was really confused when I said I wanted it all off and just my natural nail. She couldn't quite comprehend that. However, she decided to proceed and drill my nails within an inch of their lives, as in you can see the pink flesh. I've got literally no nail. I don't even know if you can see that. So I've been giving them some TLC for about the past, it'll be 2 months now, which is crazy. They're very almost grown out to like new nails. However, I have been using a nail hardener. I have to reapply it every few days. Where I do my ceramics, my hands get wet a lot, and so the varnish comes off. So I had to get a new nail varnish, hardening nail varnish. And something I've been looking at online to save ever going through this trauma of getting my nails done, I've seen a few brands where they're like, bless you. It's that pollen. Oh, bless you. Are you okay? I think the pollen is making her sneeze a lot. You good, Mabes? Anyway, I've been seeing these gel strips, which is where you press them onto your nail. They're already UV cured. So they're kind of like stickers that go hard. And I've heard some really good reviews. And obviously it's so much better for your nails. Yeah, wow. So here they are. And they're already quite thick. They're like the thickness of a gel. And then you you pair it onto your nail, and then you heat them up to make them go warm, and that's how it cures to your nail. And they're just so much better for you. So this is my end goal reward for when my nails have grown out. I'm gonna give this a go. So I want something to aim for. And also it means I haven't got to order online from a brand somewhere else. I saw them and I thought, yeah, let's get them. I got them in a cappuccino colour. So that was life-changing. I really needed that. I felt like it was some really nice TLC. I've been having a few like wobbles in terms of my ceramics, like not really feeling like artistically driven. I just don't have any inspiration, kind of getting a bit stuck in my head as to like what should my products look like, what do I want them to look like, just not feeling inspired. I'm also getting really in my head about my Spanish. I just feel like I've not practiced it a lot lately. And I just see so many people on TikTok that are always speaking Spanish, and I'm just really getting in my head. At the end of the day, sometimes I just want to listen to things in English, and I think I make myself feel bad for that. I feel like I should be consuming everything in Spanish, or I feel like there's maybe this narrative that I've made up in my own head where I have to now completely speak in Spanish now that I live here. And I know that my Spanish, if I told myself before I moved here how my Spanish would be right now, I would literally be gagged. I know that my Spanish is good, but sometimes you'll overhear a conversation and not know what they're saying, and you think, why do I not understand them? Surely I should be able to understand them. And I think it's just like you just have to take it day by day. Sometimes you understand things and sometimes you don't, and that's just the way it is. I'm English, and so if I want to listen to things in English, that's also totally valid. Like I have to have downtime as well as learning. And I think it just comes off the back of finishing my Spanish lessons that I'm not actively teaching myself anymore. So yeah, so I maybe had a little bit of retail therapy. Kill me. Anyway, let's pack this all up. I have a few emails to respond to. A few of the wedding agencies have been getting back to my reach out emails that I sent yesterday, which is amazing. And I've got a few other messages through my ceramics that I need to answer. So I'm gonna go answer them, probably eventually have some lunch, see if I can get in the studio before I then need to take the dogs out. I've literally just spent probably half an hour down at the chicken coop because Betty was trying to catch a pigeon. Betty is one of the dogs. So I'm trying to catch this pigeon with my jacket to release it. It got stuck in some netting because the chicken's coop is like netted in because there was an attack once from like a fox type animal that lives here. So the pigeon had got into the coop and was then stuck. So I was trying to get it out. Betty was going crazy. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and let's get on with it. So I did my admin on my laptop, replying to some of the wedding agencies that got back to me, which was really nice. I got my coat on because I've just been out in the studio and it's cold. I didn't film in there because the lighting is not that great, but I thought I'd show you in here what I'm about to do. I'm going to put a bisque fire on, but it has to go in a bisque firing, which is the first one, which withdraws all the moisture from the ceramic. And then you take it out and then you can paint it and then it fires again. I am firing some bowls that I've made that has my shell imprint on the inside. They're really cute. Look at the little foot. Oh, that makes me quite proud because this is the first time I've thrown a bowl on the wheel. It's for a commission and I think these are still too small because ceramics shrink in the kiln. However, I'm not really going to get a good idea until I fire these, just to get an idea of how much they shrink by so that I can then hit the wheel again and make them bigger. But either or, the bowls won't go to waste. I will use them. So let's go and pop that in the kiln. If you watched my last vlog, you'll probably remember that it's not the best lighting in here. However, let's get these pieces in the kiln. The biggest deal with loading the kiln is it basically becomes a bit like Tetris. I'm not sure. No, they're not going to fit. Okay, I was just going to see if the bowls fit side by side, but they don't. I'm going to have to stack them. Here we go. We say goodbye, good luck. My goodness, wow, this maybe isn't so good for the dogs because the sand is really blowing. Look at this. This is definitely something I miss though in the summertime, is the beach being completely empty with no sunbeds and the dogs can go on the beaches, which is just heavenly. So we had to abort the walk. It was that windy. My hair is so knotty from the wind. Good morning. It is just coming up to 5:20 a.m. It is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays I am on the radio. That's annoying that this is not in line. I go on the local radio station and I co-host the breakfast show on a Wednesday. It's an early start. I'm always tired, but I'm about to jump in the shower. So let's go to the radio. I've just realised that this shot might look really dark, but other than the bright light in the bathroom, I don't like to shock myself in the mornings. Putting SPF on my face when it is dark and cold outside seems quite bizarre, but the sun is up by the time I leave the studio. My hair is so crazy. I always think this when I watch YouTubers get up in the morning and they look nice already. Like, I'm like, wow, my baby hairs be crazy. I've been doing the radio since January, since the start of the year. I think I'm finally getting into the rhythm of it. It took me a few weeks on where I only do 1 day a week. It's like hard to get into any sort of rhythm, but I'm feeling a bit more settled now. I literally couldn't sleep for the first few weeks, the night before. Anticipation. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Actually, I'm lying. A bit of bronzer. Okay. That'll do me. That'll do me. Okay, get my bag packed up. We've made it into Palma. It is so dark. But let's go to the studio. Yeah, let's head outside and look at that weather. Very, very windy, as Richie and I were discussing. So windy yesterday, I had to have bought my dog walk on the beach. It was just like a sandstorm on the beach. Yeah, so windy down in Palma Nova. So anyway, let's have a look at today. Highs of 19, lows of 14. Cloudy, areas of yellow dust, which is that pollen. My car is covered in it. I definitely need to get it cleaned. Into tomorrow, yes, rain. Highs of 16, lows of 11. Steady rain in the morning, showers continuing into the afternoon. It is a rainy old week coming up.
Yesterday's question, 9% of people said they can do this for 24 hours straight. What?
What percentage, sorry?
Just 9% of people can do this 24 hours straight. What is it?
Sleep.
The answer was social media.
Oh, that's a bad thing to admit.
Yeah, 24 hours.
That's good going.
And then at school, we used to get milk at school.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, little cartons of milk.
And if you were the milk monitor, that was something else.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was the milk monitor in year 6. Yeah. Yeah, I did the milk monitor and I did the tuck shop.
What did you do in the tuck shop?
Tuck shop was like a little trolley on break time. You could go and buy us. It's not very good now, is it, post Jamie Oliver? But you could go and get a packet of crisps or like a cereal bar.
Did you steal anything?
No comment. Look, I saw it as child labour, and that was my wages. Okay, we've made it back to the beach. It's not so windy today, so we're having a great old time. Happy face, Betty. Woohoo! Happy faces, sandy noses. It is still windy. I hope you can hear me. But it's definitely not as windy as yesterday in terms of the sand flying everywhere. My hair is chaos. Great day to be a windsurfer or kite surfer though. He always stop when I stop. Come on then, let's go. This wind is not fun, honestly. How dark the sea is from all the seaweed. I feel like I'm shouting to get over this wind. We made it back in the car, another day of crazy windy hair. That was actually quite carnage in the end, but it wasn't blowing the sand across the surface, which was ideal because it meant it wasn't getting in the dog's eyes. So we are done. My hair is wild. Let's go home. I'm so ready to chill out after that early morning alarm. I always struggle on a Wednesday to get my energy back, so I'm ready for a relaxed evening. Good morning from a very rainy Mallorca. It was really raining when I woke up this morning. It has actually stopped now, but we have rain forecast for the rest of the week. So I think all of the sunbathing I did in February was wishful thinking that spring had sprung super early, and now it's a wet week. So I'm hopping on just to end out the vlog basically. Since it's going to be a rainy couple of days, I don't really know what I'm going to shoot, so I thought I would close out the vlog here. I feel like we've had a really nice time together. We did a couple bits of shopping, we had a few chats, I took you to the radio, which was actually pretty good going for me because the last thing I want to do at 5 AM is film anything. So I'm happy I was able to show you guys that. As always, if you are watching this exact moment, thank you so much for coming all the way to the end. It means so much. I don't really expect anyone to watch these. I just really love making them and editing them. So thank you so much for being here. It really means the world. If you wanted to, please do subscribe and like this video. It means so much to me. And you can also find me over on TikTok and Instagram at the same handle, Yasmin in Mallorca. And let me know in the comments what you want to see. Maybe I could do a Q&A video, or I know I definitely want to do a video talking about all my favourite breakfast spots in Palma, because I'm a breakfast girly. I'm always going to cafes. People sometimes ask me, where's the best place for like drinks? I don't really know, if I'm honest. I don't really know the nightlife of Mallorca and Palma, as boring as that sounds as a 28-year-old. I don't really know. I'm a cafe girly, so I definitely want to do a video on that. But yeah, comment, let me know your thoughts and feelings, how you found this vlog, what you want to see. And yeah, thanks for being here, and I will see you hopefully on the next one.